Ben, we saw you real aggressive once again early, and then it seemed that paid off into you dishing out to other teammates with all that attention. How would you explain your assist tonight?
Just finding my guys, playing with force, getting into the paint, and usually everything kind of finds its way. Guys get shots, guys get good looks, and we just play team basketball. It's pretty simple.
There's a couple moments earlier in the season where you had the vision, you were like Atlanta game specifically, and then turned into turnovers. And tonight it seemed that the vision was coming through and the back doors were working. Are you guys getting more comfortable with each other?
Definitely. Just taking care of the ball, knowing we got to take care of the ball, obviously. Less risky passes and just getting a feel for it. It's been a minute since I've been out here at full health and being able to move how I want and just seeing different things. And obviously when you get into a game, it's a lot faster. Just got to take care of the ball.
Ben, you guys have seen Cam do a lot of crazy scoring. But when you see him go off like that in a game like this where you need those points, just, I guess, what does it say about him just recognizing the moment and being able to step up like he did?
Yeah, he has a gift, and it's to score the ball. And he's just getting better over time, finding his shots and then obviously finding his teammates also. So I think he's doing a great job in balancing the both.
Jordy mentioned pregame that the ball movement's been good, but you haven't been able to play in the full court as much as he maybe would have liked. Tonight, season high in fast break points and just generally getting up and down really fast. What do you think was the key or the difference?
Just I think just staying on it and knowing what we need to do better, and then just making that happen in the game and making it a focal point of just pushing the ball and trying to get opportunities and get into the rim, then kickouts.
You've been playing this kind of like 5-out transition ball handler, then you're like a screener and roller in the half court. You've done it a lot since joining the Nets, but you've been doing it a lot, particularly this season. A little bit different than what you did earlier in your career. Just like, what's it been like kind of like reinventing yourself and transitioning into this new role as you go into the latter half of your career?
Yeah, it's just basketball. Just taking what they give us. Obviously, we're going with a smaller lineup. As a young kid, I've always been able to set good picks. I was taught young. So it's just something that I think there's a lot of value in that, getting your teammates open shots and good looks. There's not too many people who set good picks out there, and I think if you're able to do that, and I think it helps the team, it's something you can do. It's a simple thing, but it creates movement and open shots.
I don't have a basketball-related question for you, Ben, but I am curious where you got those shades.
Pardon?
I said I don't have a basketball question for you, but I am curious where you got the shades.
I'll find out and let you know. I'll get back to you. My closet.
Ben, you mentioned just kind of the comfort finding your teammates and everything. I'm curious, we've often talked about these guys getting comfortable with you, but for you, how do you get comfortable just finding everybody and just understanding where they like the ball and just get that rhythm with them on your end?
Just reps, making mistakes, lots of turnovers. Honestly, that helps. Turning the ball over for me is like, I look at it as a negative and a positive. Obviously, you don't want to turn the ball over, but you learn from your mistakes, and hopefully, I continue to do that. The more games I get and the more reps I get with these guys.
Are you guys being overlooked? Like, there were low expectations coming in, and you guys are playing hard.
Yeah, keep them that way. So the season just started, but we got to keep it that way. Everyone had their expectations on how many games we're going to win, this, that, and the other, but we're focused on, being in the moment, in the present, and taking it day by day. So whatever was said prior to the season, we're going to leave it there, and that's the expectation from, journalists or whatever it is.
So how do you keep it going?
Next day, tomorrow, we got practice.
Ben, Jordy has said that he loves how aggressive you are on defense, and even with the fouls you've picked up, he loves how aggressive you've been, and I think today you only had 3. But just what have you done? I mean, obviously you've been a great defender in this league, but just what has been your approach doing what Jordy wants and kind of just taking those fouls as, hey, it's a product of just being aggressive and not letting that bother you in any way?
I mean, just trying not to be too physical and knowing when I can be and when I can't. It's the NBA, guys are going to score. But just trying to make it, difficult on guys, and but still keeping that intensity. I think it's a little different when you start in a physical guy in the 5-man, and then you switch into a guard. So you're just being mindful of that, and just reps. I think reps is the biggest thing for me. The more reps I get, the better I'm going to get.
You guys came into this game worse in the league in terms of free throw attempts given, but tonight Chicago only got 24 free throws. Would you say that you guys are starting to figure out how to play physical without fouling, or do you think you guys are getting more respect from the refs?
I think we just got to be mindful. Like, we know we gave up way too many free throws in the last few games. I think just being mindful and acting on it, through these games that come up. Just certain things you just can't do and win games, like giving up too many free throws, you're not going to win a game like that. So just be mindful and applying these things, into the next game. Appreciate it.